Okay, hello again. Welcome to another game of Chess960 that I will play again at Chess. If I get paired, that is. I mean, someone accepts my challenge. Of course, if there's interesting challenges by other people, I will also consider them. But I would like to get a 10-minute game so that I can commentate it a bit better than if it were just a 5-minute game, for example. It would be much more difficult for me to do so. Now I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. Nobody seems to be interested in playing Chess960. Well, okay, there's 5 plus 5. I think I'm gonna take that just to get a game. Okay, here we go. Or don't. It seems that my opponent doesn't want to make a move. Okay, e4. What do I do? Well, I think I'm gonna play e5. Also open the diagonal for my bishop. So, yeah, it's on a7. Put some pressure there. How do I wanna develop this guy? I wouldn't like to keep mimicking or copying what my opponent does. I think I play knight c6. A bit overprotecting a7. Huh, that's a weird move. Maybe he wants to play d4 next. Okay. Perhaps b4, but or just cover this so that my knight can't go there. I think I'm gonna play this. Developing this guy might be a bit tricky, but so yeah, I'm gonna take it. Why not? And now I think I'm gonna play this, followed by d6, so that I mean, this should be alright for me. Okay, I seem to be a bit low on time compared to my opponent. a3, okay, I'm just gonna back up to a5 and then go to b6 with the bishop. Seems like a good idea. Might go even a5 here. Open things up. It's double-edged blade, really. Not sure if it's good or bad for me. But okay, there. Now I think I'm gonna play f6 and open the diagonal for the bishop. At least for now. Maybe he plays d5. Then knight e5. But no. Doesn't seem to be interested in that. So, what to do next? I would like to play queen e6, but then d5 forks the queen and the knight, so that's not good. I'm gonna play a5, why not? This is a bit crazy. Especially because of that kind of moves, blocking things up a bit. But okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go for d5 unless my opponent does so himself or herself. Interesting. Well, that will double my pawns, which a bit annoying, but I don't know. I don't want to play here. Maybe I do. Because if it takes, I can take here. Maybe this is tricky enough to work. Maybe it isn't. Because he can play b6. Then just bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes. And sure, my position is kind of bad, but maybe I'm able to survive there. Not sure what my opponent ought to be doing here. I mean, I would probably play b6. Well, it does sacrifice a pawn. I don't want to play b6 myself because it blocks the bishop, and afterwards it's kind of bad. Now final d5, I think. I would like him today, but probably doesn't. Maybe push the pawn forward. After which I would take on e5, pawn takes e5, and then no. Doesn't do that at all. Interesting. Maybe this now then. Now I'm thinking of taking here and then playing queen check. Not that it actually threatens anything, because knight b2. Wow. Wonder if bishop f7 just trying to castle along my shelf might be a good idea. Unless, of course, I'm missing something obvious and I'm completely lost. But okay, queen takes a5 is still out of the question because of the same bishop takes d4 thing. So and now b6 doesn't look so good for him. That move, eh? Well, that I'm gonna take tonight, and then I'm gonna castle long. I pretty much survive to see another day, I guess. The more interesting thing is that I'm gaining on the clock. Now he's the one that's low on time. Or her. Still don't know which gender my opponent is. Okay. That move, not so sure about that move. Yeah. I mean, it's not that problematic, I think. I still can't play b6. There actually isn't all that many good squares to go to. I think this one might be a decent move. I'm actually hoping that he takes now. If the queen takes, it would seem like a good position for me. Okay, that move. Maybe he wants to play f4 next. Kind of want to play my rook to d8. But there's the thing. The bishop is going to a2, I guess. Maybe knight c4. No. Actually, well, I'm gonna play rook d8. Need to move fast and try to commentate even faster, maybe. Even though that is probably problematic for me. Yeah, I kind of knew that he would do that. Now I'm gonna play this. Well, actually, I think I'm hanging something now. Maybe. Close to it, anyway. Because after pawn takes here, well, did that, so the question is, can I do this? Probably not. But I kinda have to. And now bishop g6. Have to move fast. Can't talk that much. So okay, he's pawn up and I'm gonna lose my knight, I guess. Which will be a bad thing, obviously. Let's try to hold on as well as I can, but yeah, it's gonna be problematic for sure. Well, bishop here is almost winning, if not completely winning. But then I guess knight here is still an idea. Sorry about that. E8 is probably covered. Now I'm gonna do... Yeah, that's actually a good move. I think I'm gonna do this. Have much else to do. And I'm a bit of a problem here. Well, if e7 check, then bishop f7 for sure. I'm still holding on, barely. I think I even get to save my knight here. We had g4. So I should not be doing all that badly, maybe. Yeah. The next idea is to play... Okay, that move. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. That was actually a weird thing because I would have expected him to play rook f1 check. That would have probably just won the game. But I think now I'm just hanging on. He's still on a pawn up, but I think I might get something here. Obviously my opponent should be better, no question about that. Well, I can't take that, which is pretty problematic, but I can do this and take this guy now. So I will handle the problems a bit better maybe than my opponent now. Just push the pawn and see what happens. Seems like a good idea. How is he gonna stop the pawn now? I mean... Okay, that way... Alright then. Well, this is... bit of a problem. I don't have any good moves. Might just offer a draw, perhaps. That was a tricky move. Let's see if I can trick him back. I guess not. Or maybe I can, lol. Well, I had to give up the pawn, unfortunately. Couldn't think of anything better. And yeah, this is not going at all well. Well, okay, I'm now completely lost this. Unbelievable. Well, whoops. Why did I did that? I could have taken the pawn. What a dumbass. I am sorry. Now that was completely stupid. Even from me. Wow. Well, that... Now I'm quite annoyed. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Should have just taken the pawn. Jeez. Oh well. Until next time, bye bye.